I was doing duct work in an old house that didn't have heating and air in certain rooms, and had to climb underneath the house in the crawl spaces, and I dropped down in the hole the wrong way at one time and broke my neck. Pretty much everything went downhill from then. You know, you're not needed, you're not wanted, you know, you can't make any money for anybody, so you're pretty much out the door. I tried my best, you know, to maintain my own, you know, and it's tough, really tough.
What I would do is I would put myself in the shoes of somebody who would be in need and say, where else would I go? The first name that comes to mind is the Salvation Army. What I've seen is a lot of individuals coming through the doors for all kinds of assistance.
A lot of the people that we are seeing are people who have lost jobs, who have families, even who have been donors to the Salvation Army, who have fallen on hard times and have come to us for help. And it's not easy. It's not easy to ask for help when you've always given help.
Food, of course, shelter, housing. There's a number of things, and there's different programs, of course, that the Army provides that continue to be very important to this community.
I have seen people who have been with nothing and have spent time in our shelter. Their lives have been changed and transformed and now are working in the community. They have jobs, have their own place to live, are paying their own bills. It's beautiful to see those kind of success stories.
I have no family here at all. So I had a guy fix my water heater and it exploded and destroyed my house, and I lost everything. And I had to start completely over from square one. Called a couple places to find out where I could go or what to do. One of my options was to call the Salvation Army, and I called and got in like the next day. Movies don't do a very good job of portraying shelters and what a shelter is. I mean, this particular shelter is very homey. There's a very homey atmosphere. There's couches, there's TVs, there's bedrooms for everybody. On my birthday, I made a joke to somebody that I wanted a cake because there was nobody that was going to make me a cake, and one of the staff here went out and got me one. It was great, big. I left it here for the people here because it was so big, there's no way I would have eaten all that. If I had not had this place when my house first flooded, I don't know what I would have done, and I don't know where I would be at all. I don't even like to think about where I would be because I sure the heck wouldn't have been able to replace all my clothing, and I know that I wouldn't have had enough to eat, and I probably would have been sleeping in my car on the street or worse.
My husband, which was my fiance then, he lost his job, and he said, let's go to Quincy because it's a wonderful place and I know I could get a job there and living will be easier. And I was like, well, I'm not leaving Chicago. That's all I ever known, you know. So with the only money that we had, we bought train tickets and something to eat. I didn't know what to do. I'm somewhere in a town where I don't know anybody. I came to the Quincy Salvation Army shelter. When I was here, we took part in the life skills, my husband and I. It's like one big happy family here. They push you further, because when I got here, it was like, oh, I like this place. The air conditioning, the food and washer and dryer, no bills. But then they go, okay, it's time to go look for a job. And that little nudge, and that's what we need, you know, to be independent. June 9th, I got a job. And June 10th, he got a job. And then we saved a little money and we got married the 24th. And we saved a little more money. and we was able to find an apartment, which Salvation Army paid the security deposit, which was a wonderful thing. I still come by. I donate my clothes, not just the ones I don't want, the ones I do want, because I know how it is when you're kind of like down and out and things are going bad and you think nobody cares. And that's not necessarily true, because these people has helped us tremendously. I will keep supporting the Salvation Army because they've been a miracle in my life.
I was addicted to heroin for about a year out there, and it was killing me. My son, he's 6 years old, and I don't want him to see me going through that. I don't want him anywhere near it. I come up here basically to be with the people, you know, that I'm very close to. It's a feeling I can't even explain in words. You know, like since I've been back here, he has been attached to me at the hip. You know, I feel as though it's a wonderful place to be at. You know, everybody can use as much help as they can. You know, there's some out there more fortunate than others, and you know, to have a helping hand, to me it means the world. Pretty much, you know, they light a fire up under people, you know, to at least try and get them started on the right thing. I've been here a week and a half. I got a nice paying job that I started on Monday. Probably gonna be moving into an apartment by Wednesday. I'm about to be 24, and you know, in the next 2 to 3 years, I'd really like to own my own house and hopefully be starting a business. It's a great feeling.
We need the help and support of people who can help us to do the work in this community.
One day you could be flying high, the next day you could be laying on the ground.
There's people that have had real jobs and careers and just stuck for one reason or another.
You would probably look at them and just say, they don't want to work, they don't want to do nothing for themselves, but it isn't true. You know, they went through some hard times, you know.
I'm pretty educated. I do have a college degree. I know I never expected to be here.
The Salvation Army can only operate in this area out of the generosity of the people, of their donations of food and clothing. Help us help people who are in need.
Donate, donate, and donate as much as you can.
These doors need to stay open for people who need the services.
I am doing the most good.
I am doing the most good.
I am doing the most good.
I am hope.
I am hope.
I am compassion.
I am strength.
I am faith.
I am doing the most good.
I am doing the most good.
I am doing the most good.
I serve a community, a region, a nation,
a world.
I serve heroes.
I serve heroes.
I serve heroes.
I serve heroes. I serve victims.
I serve victims. I serve victims. I serve victims.
I am the Salvation Army.
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 We are the Salvation Army.